G'day gang, GameolioDan here, how you going? Back in World of Warcraft Classic. On the Paladin, on the Alliance side. So I just went around and I killed all those raiders and healers and warders. The only thing you didn't see would have been just, I went over here into the crypt down below and there were some more warders in there. The healers and the raiders were plentiful. Alright, let's go back to Sven. I've got a friend here called Thread, a Night Elf Druid. Let's see if we can take on Morbent Fell after this. Well, if we're proven worthy.
Greetings.
Your skill in combat, Artrexius, cannot be doubted. Your resolve may yet see us through to the end of Morbent Fell. Go to the city of Stormwind and speak with Bishop Farthing in the Cathedral of Light. Give him Jitter's journal and tell him you mean to face Morbent Fell. Although Stormwind has forsaken Darkshire, Farthing is a kind soul and very wise. He may help you on your quest to save us. Your mission is perilous, but hurry, Artrexius. With each passing hour, the shadows of Duskwood grow ever darker.
Go with honor, friend.
Alright. Well, I guess we're going back to Stormwind. I thought we might just storm back up the hill and then take him on, but I guess not. There was two reasons for us to go back to Stormwind. We also had this. Oh, sorry, we also had that, which we had to take to the library. So I guess we'll get that done. Alright. So, back to Darkshire. What's wrong? I don't know. I don't know.
Hello.
Hello there.
Good day to you.
Ah, I remember you. You're the one who was asking about that Stalvan fellow. Did you ever find out what you were looking for? Interesting. So the chap did spend some time in Brack after all. It's rather odd the letter never got delivered. Nonetheless, I shall update the registry. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, I didn't get a chance. Oh, no, I did. Yeah, here we go. To the Honourable Headmaster Krillian, to my former master, I write to you so that you might know what your apprentice has been doing of late. Paying heed to your advice, I sought to build my knowledge and wisdom through travel outside the gates of our beloved Stormwind. My journeys took me to many places, but I have decided to take up residence here, in the lovely town of Moonbrook. The surrounding fields of Westfall are most beautiful as the harvest approaches. Within just a few days of my visit, I found myself tutoring the local children from the nearby farmlands. The lessons went so well that the town mayor commissioned me to run a school, and construction has begun on a brand new schoolhouse. From Silverpine to Stormwind, and now Moonbrook. Who would have ever guessed I would see so much of Azeroth? Warm regards, Stalvan Mistmantle.
What can I do for you?
Oh my! Must have missed this the first time. In the registry, right beneath the first address for Stalvan, there's another one listed, only partially scratched out. Looks like he was headed to the Lion's Pride Inn over in Goldshire. Might want to check there, Artrexius. Go to the Lion's Pride Inn and see if anyone has heard of the name Stalvan.
Have a good one.
Well, okay. Now, I don't have a quick way of getting there, but we do have to go to Stormwind, and I guess from Stormwind we can then walk out. Take a little walk out to Goldshire again, and continue this, well, I guess this inquiry, this investigation.
Can I help you?
Yes. Rat Machine? I remember that name. Did we see it? Okay.
Have a good one.
I remember saying that before. In one of the episodes. Maybe it was one of the later episodes. Flap, flap, flap. Flapping away. Alright. So yeah, once we get the Stormwind, we have to go... Oh, that's good. We have to go to the cathedral, which is nice, because then we also can talk to our friend. And then we've got to go over to the library. And a couple of other quests around. Don't actually know why it's showing me the available quests. It's one of the add-ons I got. I had it for, well, to show me where I needed to go and also where to hand in quests. More so for that. But, yeah, now it's displaying everything. Might need to update it or something. Something or something. Well, once I get the quest to take on Morbin Fell. In fact, maybe, I wonder if they give me an item that'll allow me to reduce damage taken, or maybe I do more damage. Oh, whatever they can give me, whatever they can tell me would be a help. You know what? While we're in this area, I think I might try and form a party and take on the stockade, because we do have a fair few quests, and I saw that there was another quest there. None of them are in red now, which they were before, so hopefully there's one here. So hopefully I can find a party that's willing to take a level 26. Well, actually, close to level 27. We're almost there, folks. Hopefully after I hand this quest in, I might be lucky enough. How much money have I got? Got 4 gold. Hopefully it's enough to learn a few things. Bishop Farthing, I have come from far away. Rest, brother. I can tell you have travelled far, and you bear a heavy burden. Can you tell me what casts that dark shadow over you? Have a read of this. After reading the journal and hearing your intent, an evil taint has gained a foothold within the already beleaguered Duskwood. I think the light we have a hero such as you to face it. But you must first prepare yourself for the coming trial, for the necromancer Morbin Fell is immensely powerful, and has cast dark enchantments about himself to protect him from physical assaults. If you are to defeat him, you will need a weapon that is proof against these protections. Years ago, the Third Fleet of Kultiras sunk along the coasts of the wetlands, an expanse of marsh north of the dwarven kingdom of Ironforge. Aboard one ship was a load of light forge iron. This metal is precious to us, for items crafted from it strike with holy truth. If you are to face Morbin Fell, then you will need such a weapon. Go to Menethil Harbour and speak with my dwarven colleague Glorin Steelbrow. If that lost metal can be found, he'll know where to look. Go to Menethil Harbour in the wetlands.
See you later.
Bishop Farthing. Mate. Thomas, he's sending me on a journey. He's sending me on one heck of a journey here. Alright. Well, we gotta do what we gotta do, right? Alright, so let's have a look if there's anything to learn.
What can I do for you?
I would like to train further in the ways of the light. Oh my goodness. Do we have things to learn or what? I just want to check if we got anything at level 27. I don't think so. I think it's all 28's the next step. Yep, alright, cool, so we're good. So even if I level up, it won't be a big deal. Redemption level 2. Let's go with all the retributions first. Let's get that all sorted. I mean, I don't really use Blessing of Might at the moment. I'm using more the Wisdom in conjunction with my Retribution aura. But it's, I guess it's good to have. It's 36. Blessing of Salvation. Places Blessing on the party member, reducing the amount of all threat generated by 30%. Well, I'm not looking to do protection at the moment. Seal of Justice. Fills the paladin with a Seal of Justice for 30 seconds, giving each melee attack A chance to stun for 2 seconds. Oh, right. Huh.
Be careful.
The Seal of Justice. Pop that on there. Could be a possibility. Especially going up against tougher enemies. I might be able to stun every once in a while. That'd be cool. Okay. Get my blessing of might. Blessing of might's already there. Retribution order. I don't have to. Yeah, that's already automatically updated. Okay, good.
Light be with
Alright, let's see what else we got. So Redemption, Flash of Light. 96 to 110. I guess it's better than nothing, but it's still pretty low, isn't it? Seal of Righteousness, of course, we're going to do that one. I use that all the time. Rank 3. Might as well do Redemption.
Light bless you.
I just want to progressively put these on my bar, because otherwise I'll miss it. That happens all the time. Then I realize, oh yeah, that's right. I've got that. So Redemption rank 2, that brings back somebody with 65 health. This is 150. I don't use it all the time, but, you know, it's nice to help out if I see somebody there. Flash of Light, it's Concentration Aura. Gives a 35% chance of ignoring spell interruption when damaged to all party members within 30 yards. Okay. Well, I guess it doesn't hurt. It's another option if we have a group full of paladins, right? Alright, I think I'll leave it at that for now. I'll just get that. I'll leave those two. Oh, I should get the Blessing of Might anyway, though, because, yeah, if we're in a group scenario, it'd be better to pop down to rank 3, right? Alright, I'll leave that.
For the Alliance.
Save myself 50 gold. Right, let's get the Flash of Light 2. I use that sparingly, but I do use it occasionally. Bomb 3. Okay, I think we're good. Blessing of Wisdom. Got that. Yep. Rank 2. Okay, cool. Gotta get some first aid training. Hopefully I got enough gold for that.
Well met.
Oh, what? 150?
Farewell.
Exactly. Oh, come on. That's not nice, Shayna. That ain't nice. Gotta get all the way to one. Okay, fine. Alright, so let's go return that book. Because we got so many different directions that we're getting pulled in again. We need to go to Menethil Harbour. I do want to go to the Stockade. So let's return that first. It's interesting. I actually thought there was another judgment which would grant me mana. I don't know if that's... maybe that's down the line. Unless I'm remembering wrong. I thought there was a blue one. Which seemed to be pretty handy. Back in the day. But I can't remember if it's this or if it was, you know, Burning Crusade or... I don't know. I thought there was a blue one. Maybe I'm just making it up. Maybe there was never a blue one. Feel like there was, though. Alright, well, this handy should get us up to the next level. Which should be nice. Okay, righto. So 27 seconds. Yeah, like I might use that once in a while. I'll see how it works. Like, 'cause it may not do so well against higher level characters anyway. Like, it'll be a lot of misses. Could be interesting though. Okay, to the library. Now we also need to get some melon juice at some point. Milton Chief, I have a book
How
for
are
you. Ooh! What's that old book you have there? Can I see it? Oh my! Oh, this book hasn't rested on these shelves since before the rebuilding of Stormwind years ago. It will have to be restored, of course. It's in bad shape, but I would be honored to place it within our rare books collection. Thank you, sir. Please accept this as payment for returning the book. South Shore. Atraxius, if you don't mind a long journey, then I have a task for you. To again help Stormwind fill its library. The old kingdom of Alterac fell after the Great War. It had a large collection of books. It's a tragedy that the city is ruined, but even more tragic is all of their knowledge lost. We must recover what we can. South Shore is the closest town to the ruins of Alterac. Go there and speak with Lawmaster Dibbs. He can direct you to the ruins and to what books may be found there. Mate, that is... You guys...
Travels.
Yeah, man, you guys have got problems. You want me to go all the way out there? South Shore? Let me just show you where that is, okay? Well, actually, you know what? If we go to Menethil Harbour, we're not that far away. South Shore, here we are. I mean, we're not too far away. That's level 38, but you're dreaming. What are you giving me that quest for? Nowhere near that. But we did level up, thank you very much. I will take that. I will take that win. Increase my crit strike. Gives the paladin a chance to deal additional holy damage equal to 70% of weapon damage. Hang on a second. Seal of Command. That's a different one. That's not this. This is Righteous Fury. Increase the threat generated by your holy... Yeah, that's for tanking. Gives the paladin a chance to deal additional holy damage. So that'd be a new ability, right? Equal to 70% of normal weapon damage. Only one seal can be... 30%. So what's this one here? Fills this paladin with the Holy Spirit for 30 seconds, granting each melee attack an additional 6 to 22 holy damage. Should I try that? Unleashing the seal's energy will judge an enemy, instantly causing 66 to 71 holy damage, 132 to 141 if the target is stunned or incapacitated. Don't know if I want to spend another point on that. But I mean, it sounds like it would be pretty good. Gives the paladin's damaging melee attacks a chance to reduce the target's strength and agility by 5%. Huh. They all sound pretty good, to be honest. I mean, maybe it's worthwhile just giving it a crack. Oh, what the heck, let's just try it out. Seal of Command. The Seal of Command. Right, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, anyway, let's focus. So we're going out to Goldshire, to the inn. And once I get there, I'm gonna see if I can find a group. And I will return to Stormwind and we'll go through that dungeon before we set sail in whatever direction they would like us to go. I guess I'd probably head to Menethil Harbour. Let's just check that out. We have been north before. So we went as far as... Loch Madan, and I think I've got a... I could ride out here. Okay. So it might not be too bad. One hell of a flight. But it might not be too bad. Stephanie Turner. Might be alright. Not too happy about that lady not giving us the first aid lessons there. At 1:45, I think, you know, when you're getting close, come on, I think it's time to tick over. Yeah, this guy's in Dream World. Wants us to go out to South. You go to South Shore, mate. I'm not going to South Shore. You go to South Shore. But, you know, I could get the flight path along there, and so I mean, getting the flight path all the way to Menethil Harbour, if there is one, hopefully there is one, would mean the trip wouldn't be too much further. In fact, I wonder if it's possible to go from Menethil Harbour, right, and just swim all the way north. I wonder if that's possible. It looks like there's a couple of islands in between. Right? Hang on a second. There's a couple islands there. There's a couple little ones here and there. Maybe we can stop by. Stop by, have a little rest, snooze, get a tan on the beach there, and then continue our journey. Well, if you've been watching so far up until this point, you know what the classic journey is like, right? We're level 27 and we're still pounding the dirt. It's a slow ride, but it's an enjoyable ride. I gotta say, I've been enjoying it. No people flapping overhead, flying, zooming around. Barely any mounts around here too. In fact, barely any people. Where is everybody? Where is everybody? Oh, okay, what's going on here? Oh, mate, I don't know if I want to go in here. Okay. Everything seems tame so far. The Royal Defenders are here, folks.
How are you?
Stalvan. Sure sounds familiar. Ah, the name Stalvan rings a bell. I remember now. Many years back on a stormy night, a messenger came in, seeking refuge for the night. Near the stroke of midnight, the man ran down the stairs screaming, his face pale with fear. Still wearing his bedclothes, he disappeared into the downpour. In his haste, he forgot his letters in the chest upstairs. He never returned for them. One remains from that Stalvan fellow, intended for the Canal District in Stormwind. You help yourself to it.
Have a good one.
Yeah, interesting. Let's have a look at it. An undelivered letter. Weathered and old, this letter was never delivered. Dear noble sir, word of your need for a tutor for your children has travelled to me here in Goldshire, where I take up temporary residence in the Lion's Pride Inn. Due to the unfortunate state of events in the region, I was forced to abandon my post as headmaster of the Moonbrook Schoolhouse. Please accept my application to serve as tutor for your offspring. Headmaster Krillian of the Academy can speak to you of my abilities if necessary. I shall travel to meet you in person when the winter rains subside and the roads are suitable for travel once again. Until then, Stalvan Mistmantle of Silverpine. Dear noble sir. Okay. Alright, but who's... Okay. An undelivered letter. Deliver it to the Canal District. One remains from that intended for the Canal District installment. Okay, right. So the Canal District, he went over there and he was going to teach somebody. Teach some folks a lesson, perhaps. A good lesson, of course, not not the beating about the head and that type of lesson, not those lessons. Well, folks, I am progressing slowly. If you're enjoying this series, please do me a favor and hit that like button. If it's the first time you've seen this series and you are enjoying it, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Click that bell so you get notifications, not just for this, but for all the other different MMORPGs that I play here on the channel. Also, if you'd like to see a little bit different content, I have another channel called GDX. You can find it there on the main channel, from the main channel page. Over on the right-hand side, you'll see some featured channels. One's for my Twitch live archive that I update once in a while, but the other one's GDX. And play a couple of different games. A couple of different things. You might want to check it out, you might not. But just mentioning it if you would like to. Alright, back to Stormwind City. Past all the major statues. Heroes of the past. Such as Daneth Trollbane and Kudran Wildhammer, Archmage Khadgar Tyrantor, Ilaria Windrunner, Sister of Sylvanas, General Turalion. Pretty sure I went through that last time, didn't I? Oh, and there's a head. Somebody must have killed a big old dragon. Hung it up there on the archway. Wonder what the name of that dragon is. Well, we haven't heard anything about a dragon yet. Some adventurers have, though. Looks like they took care of business. Renanto. Hey, get out of there. Alright, so Canal District's over here. I can remember my way around. Is an interesting game to have a look at and compare it. Well, especially if you haven't played Classic or played it prior to, well, Cataclysm. You can see how the world was once before. Maybe in some areas it's a subtle difference, but other areas it could be quite a difference. Alright. Let's see if this is the end of this investigation or where we've got to go and do next. But I think if they send me far and wide, this is it. We're going to go and we literally walk past this stockade, so we'll head back and find out what's next. Do that dungeon.
Can I help you?
What have you got there? Let me take a look at that. You've got some nerve bringing this here. My father was the caretaker of the estate long before I was. He had to mop the blood up after the massacre, but that's neither here nor there. The last funds of the Flintridge Trust have dried up. Now the last of the family possessions are headed for auction. Blame the tax vultures. I guess if you're really itching to learn more, you're free to look through this junk. Who knows what you might find? Search through the packed up positions for a clue.
Careful.
You slowly slide the lid of the crate off. Inside the crate you find various objects, musty heirlooms, a family portrait, a few hunting trophies, and some old books. Near the bottom, underneath the ceramic vase, you uncover a torn journal page. Oh, what? Who is this mere human that meddles with the witches of past? What'd you say? I missed that. May the Legend of Stalvan die along with you. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen, Ghosty. Gillies, the boy, seems a bit rambunctious and will be a challenge to educate. However, the older daughter, Tiloa, seems exceptionally smart. I couldn't help but to notice her captivating beauty as well. She is on the cusp of womanhood now. Supposedly the Lord has arranged her marriage for next year, but I digress. This week I will accompany the family to their summer cottage near the East Vale logging camp in Elwyn, close to the Red Ridge Mountains. I hope to write more while there. Okay. Alright, so I guess we're going... Oh, not there. Right. Okay. I'm going everywhere. Alright, but for now I think it's time to take care of business. The stockades are right in front of us. I think we find a group and we get this going. I will just collect this quest first though. Let's see what Warden Thelwater has to say.
Well met.
The uprising must be quelled. I need your assistance. If word gets out that the prison is overrun, I will lose my job. This is the case of foul play if I've ever seen one. But what's important now is forcing those prisoners into submission for the safety of Stormwind. The punishment for insurgency is death. Kill some of those deviants. That ought to get things under control.
Be careful.
You got it.